Next up, we've got a really exciting announcement for you.
Tom, we've been lucky enough to secure a sponsor for the J1 coverage this year of matches. Powell Industrial have come on board, and where possible each week we'll have a J1 match televised. Yeah, so it's very exciting for the J1 comp.
Thank you very much to Powell Industrial. And the reason behind that, Adrian?
Well, very important, I think, for juniors particularly to be encouraged to participate in the sport, to see themselves participating and playing, and obviously mum and dad like to see the kids on TV as well. So I think it's just exciting for the kids themselves and encouraging them to stay involved in a sport.
So just clarifying, Adrian, that means that the J1 boys and the girls will be part of our YouTube coverage. We'll also have them as a 3-minute, 4-minute highlight reel on the Hockey Zone show that's currently on a Thursday night. Great news from Powell Industrial.
Yes, Tom, that's right. And we see it very important that the game of hockey, especially for the juniors, gets promoted. I think it probably would set our sport apart from other sports where I don't think there's many sports or junior sports that are televised throughout the week. So we see it as a very exciting time for the young players in the sport.
And the potential's obviously there for the juniors and the seniors to link in from a TV coverage perspective.
I'd like to think that in the future that the associations could have a plan where they have a J1 game followed by a senior match each week, which would be very exciting for the kids to be able to see their senior players in action, which I don't think happens enough these days. Also, it will help kids stay in the sport because they'll feel as though they're getting some recognition for the effort they put in during the week of their training. They can see themselves on TV and other people are taking interest in the sport.
And it certainly keeps those mums and dads of those junior parents involved as well by getting them exposed to the senior men and women's competition in Brisbane.
Yes, Tom, it does expose mum and dad to the sport, and hockey is that sort of sport where the family can play. You can play when you're young, you're old, or you're very old, and I think the oldest one in the club I'm associated with is about a 72-year-old guy. So yes, it does expose the parents to the game, and hopefully it might even attract those guys to come back and have a go themselves.
And keeping those kids in the sport.
Definitely keeping the kids in the sport because they can see where it's all going for them, because sometimes when you get to the top of the junior league and you've got to tackle the senior league, you feel a bit daunted by the prospect of breaking into it. But if they can see there's an avenue there and there's a standard they've got to retain, well, they can start out to achieve that standard.
Adrian, thank you very much. Thanks to Powell Industrial for a great initiative for Brisbane hockey. Hockey Zone certainly look forward to the coverage of 2013 with the opportunities we've got with the juniors this year.
Thanks, Tom. Happy to be involved.